Good morning, guys. This is Rusty78609 in beautiful Central Texas, USA. It is 9:39 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is 62 top-down degrees on November the 12th, 2016, Saturday. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And that's why you want to live in Central Texas, USA this time of the year. Weather is perfect all the way through now till May, nearly. We get a little cool weather in January. Not bad. Very nice, actually. I don't know how this is doing here. But anyway, I said it was 62 top-down degrees. I had a comment related to that. Individual, a viewer asked me what I meant by that. What does that mean, top-down degrees? Well, years ago, I had a little convertible car, and when the temperature was right, but when it was above, say, 55 to 85, that was what I called the top down degrees. And that range, that was when you could put the top down and enjoy it. Above 85, it seemed like it was a little uncomfortable, and below 50, it was a little cool. Even 50, well, let's say 60 could be a little cool. But it was nice. I enjoyed having a convertible. Would I do it again? Nope. Not anymore. So that's why I say top-down degrees. Another comment I had was related to the add-on to the SUVs or Prius cars when you go camping. It's called a tail veil, T-A-I-L, second word V-E-I-L, tail veil. It's just a little screened-in tent that attaches to the back of the SUV or the Prius when you lift that hatchback up, and as long as the hatchback is taller than your head, well, then you'll have a place to stand up that's screened in. It's pretty small, probably 4 feet by 4 feet, not very big, but yeah, I've checked it out and it's pretty neat. I just, but I'm not going to sleep with the hatchback open. At least I'm not. Now, a lot of people might just think that's the greatest thing since fried chicken. But for me, that's not going to work. And also, it's a little pricey. I thought it's $200. So I'm not going to try that, even though it's a good idea. And thank you for mentioning it. And I did. I've checked it out before. It's pretty neat. And I also checked out an 8x8 screened in shelter that's pretty easy to put up. It's all, you just spread it out, pops up, you hang the stuff on the sides, and it was about $90. I mean, I really don't know that I need anything. I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years without it. And, I may have just created an imaginary situation in my mind. And I had a few comments related to the bed. I had a few people, or one viewer sent some links to a fold-up bed, and I'd looked at it before, but at the time I looked at it here a couple of years ago, they didn't have a size that would fit in the Prius, but now they do. So I actually ordered one from jet.com, delivered for $78, and we'll see. It's 4 inches thick, but it does fold up. It's got 3 sections that fold up, and it's 27 inches wide by 75 inches long, which is, it's perfect almost. 26 inches by 74 would be perfect, but 27 by 75 will work. So, but anyway, good to get the comments, good to get the feedback. Thank you for trying to help a poor old man here in Central Texas. And I'm working on it. I don't know when I'll go camping again. I just, whenever the moon is right. Speaking of moons, this Monday we have what is called a super moon. A super moon is just a full moon that just looks huge. Why? I don't know. I guess I can do a Google search and find out, but I'm not that concerned. But we had a beautiful nearly full moon last night. But Monday is supposed to be a beautiful full moon for you people that are werewolves. You can go out and bite everybody. And anybody believe in werewolves? I don't. I believe in weird people. Weird people. But anyway, I'm eating my dark chocolate almonds and drinking my green tea, and life's good. I'm going to the grocery store. Boy, I'm so excited. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay, my, what a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine. We got 7 more days of this. It's a zippity-doo-dah day. Man, I feel good. Got my walking done this morning for about an hour. Really crisp morning. It was about 50 degrees. Felt good. This cool weather puts a little spring in my step. But as far as going camping in the Prius, I got Quartzsite on my mind. That'd be about a 2,200 mile round trip. But when, I don't know. A few things I got to think out, because when you get out to Quartzsite, I've been through that area before. It's just a desert. And so when you camp there on the BLM land or wherever you're going to camp, you can camp for free on the BLM land, Bureau of Land Management, for 14 days. And then they have some you pay a fee for if you're going to, it's extended more than that. It's cheap. And, but, the upside is you can find plenty of places to camp, and of course there's nothing, you can pay a small fee at some of the BLM campgrounds, and they have water, trash, and that's it. Yeah, water and trash. But that's nice. You can go get water, so that's nice. But it's where all the full-time RVers go, or full-time campers, I guess you'd say, the van dwellers and the whole thing. They all go there in the winter because the temperature is good and the price is right. It's cheap. It's like a gathering of the tribes, so to speak, and it goes on primarily from November until about March. And then they all scatter up to the places where it's cooler, because in the desert it gets hot. But out in the desert, there particularly, there are no trees. There might be a little brush here and there, but there's no place to, quote, hide. So if you got to get out and poo-poo using a bucket, then you might get a standing ovation, even though they're not that close. They always kind of have a little honor system where nobody really jams up next to you. They usually allow you about a quarter of a mile per campsite, just being mannerly. But out there, that's not enough, because you can see forever. And so that's why I'm looking at that screened-in deal also. Now, they make a little stand-up thing that you can use as a shower or restroom. And but they're $100, man. For another $20 or $30, you can get a screened-in shelter. But anyway, I'm going to go to the grocery store here in just a minute. I was going to go right now, but I ain't quite through talking yet. Oh, golly. Anyway, it's a new world we live in, isn't it? Every day is a new day. Wonderful. I love it, love it, love it. This is Kingsland, Texas, for you new people that have just stumbled into this video. Kingsland, Texas, Central Texas, USA. It's not even an incorporated township. It's just a community. And they've tried to incorporate this place several times, and every time they have the vote, it fails by about 90%. People don't want it incorporated. They like it just the way it is. They don't want a mayor. They don't want police, city police. They don't want any of that crap. They have a little municipal utility district that provides water and septic or sewage. And then, of course, the electric comes from Central Texas Electric Co-op. But it's okay. I mean, it's got a few drug-infested areas. I call it Cracktown. And this place I'm driving through here, I've driven through here before, it's called Knob Hill. It's just a place where there's a bunch of duplexes. And but people around here call it Snob Hill. A genius, some of our geniuses. But it is a pretty place. I like this area of Texas. I've lived all over Texas. I've lived in South Texas. I've lived in Victoria. I lived in San Antonio. I've lived in East Texas, in Nacogdoches for a while. I lived out in West Texas in Alpine. And out further than that, I went out to Big Bend, lived in the Terlinga Ranch. I did some work in El Dorado, Texas, which is right near Dallas and Fort Worth. So I've seen the whole area. I've been in Wichita Falls, Vernon. So I've been all over this state. And my favorite areas are where I am right now, 1, and 2, out in West Texas. Alpine, Texas is beautiful. It's elevation about the same as Denver, Colorado, about 5,500 feet. And got a year-round perfect climate. Well, not perfect, but I mean a damn good one. And you got Fort Davis, Marathon out there. They're nice little towns. The downside is it's a long way from anywhere. I mean, it's a long way. And, you know, I got family in Victoria. I got 2 sisters left alive in Victoria, Texas, and some other kin. And then I've got a son in Canyon Lake, Texas, which is he's about 60 miles from where I am. And then I've got another son in rv'ing, Texas, which is about 3 hours away. And a grandson in Round Rock, which is about an hour away. But and I never hear from him, hardly ever. And if it is, it's a text. Isn't that personal? Don't you love texts? I love to get a text with one word, hi. What the shit is that? Or what's up? 2 words. Oh boy, a conversation. And but anyway, it's the way it is. You know, get on, get scratch that, cut. What is it? Lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. That is too damn true. I heard that from an old Navy chief in Victoria, Texas in 1980, I guess. I hired him. I was a CFO in a place, and chief financial officer, and I also did some of the hiring because we didn't have a, quote, human resources department. And so every now and then, for certain areas, I did the hiring, and other areas where the hiring was done by the managers in that area. But anyway, I hired him because he had a technical background. He'd operated computers on board ship. He was a Navy chief. And man, I'm telling you, he did a good work, but boy, he was tough to get along with. In fact, we almost had a fist fight one time. Sure did. Sure, real close. And, but anyway, after that, he came to me after that and apologized. I said, no, you don't need to apologize. Hell, you're a man just like I am. You bark and I bark. That's just the way life is. And anyway, he said, well, it wasn't that. Of course, he suffered from high blood pressure, which caused his personality to just totally change when his blood pressure was high. But he also told me straight out, he said, man, I'm having a hell of a time adjusting to civilian life. Because he'd been in the Navy for 30 years. And I said, man, I understand. I said, because in the Navy, see, you could tell how much authority an individual had by the number of stripes or chrome or silver they had on their uniform. And in civilian life, you couldn't tell. You know, you didn't have any guide. And he felt a little awkward with that. And Anyway, and also he also got to go to sea. Every 6 months, he'd be gone for 6 months or a year, and he liked that. He didn't like being at home all the time with his wife. She probably didn't like it any more than he did. But you know, I can see how that would. I mean, hell, I can tell you from my own experience. You know, you get that wanderlust, and you know, it's a hard habit to break. I haven't broke it yet. I don't plan to. I enjoy it. Of course, I go and come as I want to. In the Navy, of course, he had to go and come as they told him. That's a big difference. And but anyway, I do understand that. You know, coming up with a description or title for this video, I'll just make up some shit. Thank all you people that subscribed. I think you probably made a mistake. God damn. You know, this is the peak. You know, you probably watched one video that was pretty interesting, which is rare, and thought they were all going to be like that, but it ain't going to happen. You may get 1 out of 20. That's about it. Because I don't have a lot going on. I'm not traveling the universe all the time. I don't go looking at RVs all the time. And this is one of my average days here. This is an average video. This is an 8 on a 10 scale for me. And this thing's probably gone on long enough. But again, this is Kingsland, Texas right here. And the total population of this unincorporated community is probably about, it may be 2,000, maybe. But a lot of that are people that just have lake houses on the river and Lake LBJ, and a lot of those houses are vacant most of the time. So the population, now in the summer, the population goes up quite a bit because all the vacation homes are occupied either by the owners or by renters. And so it gets pretty busy. I say busy, but this is Saturday morning at 9:56 a.m. This is the Saturday morning rush. You see what it is. This is every car in town. Not much going on here, folks. And I love it. There ain't no damn riots here. Nothing. 76% of the people in Burnett County voted for Donald Trump. Sure it is. So that tells you where Burnett County stands. I like it. I do. My kind of people. But be that as it may, I'm going around here. This is the post office. I'm fixing to turn right next to it. See, this is a little secret side street. I don't have to go up there in that line of traffic. I'll turn right here. See, that's the advantage of knowing where you are. Now, if I was a tourist passing through, I wouldn't even know this street was here. You know what I mean? That's what you call local knowledge. This goes the back way to my grocery store. And I got to go in and get me some prune juice. Because when you get older, it's hard to stay regular. And it's natural. There ain't a shitting thing you can do about it. And that's a good word, shitting. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It just happens. I mean, you can eat apples. And let me tell you what, a lot of people eat bananas, all right? Well, let me tell you something about bananas a lot of people don't know. The only reason I know it is because I had the occasion to read a little bit about bananas. They're good for you. They got a lot of potassium and they got a lot of good stuff. However, if you eat bananas that aren't fully ripened, as in green, they're going to constipate you. They sure as hell are. In fact, there was a lady had a daughter that was constipated. I think they called it locked bowels, and took her to the doctor, and the doctor told her to take her off bananas completely. That's a fact. So anyway, they're good for you, but the riper they are, the better they are for you. In fact, if they have the dark spots on the peel, that's the ones you want. You know, a lot of people don't like that because they think it's rotten, but the rotten bananas are better for you than the others, actually. Isn't that wonderful to know? But again, this is Rusty 78609. For you people in the RV or go camping in a car, check out my playlist on my homepage for RVing and car camping or Prius camping, same thing. I've full-time RV for 23 years, 24. Gone camping in a car for 4. So there's some good info there. It'll help you, give you some shortcuts. So anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem. Y'all got it. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, buy American, buy American made when you can. Take deep breaths, like me, and drink plenty of water, and walk, stretch, and do all that stuff. Keep your health. Anyway, y'all guys have a good day. Bye-bye.